Okay. So I wanted to, because this is something interesting. You had back, I can't remember what the year was, but it was a long time ago. Steven Crowder, you had done a video about his whole union, the where he got like punched in the union
Right.
thing, and I
It's great.
was yeah, so I was curious as to what your assessment of his whole punch thing was, and then just kind of talk about Steven Crowder in a general sense and what your thoughts are on him.
The problem that I had with Steven, um, I mean, I'd made several videos against him by the time I did the Union video because I didn't agree with his rhetoric. I thought he was very dishonest in the way he presented information a lot of the times.
Right.
But, whatever. That's just left-wing, right-wing bullshit. The thing about the Union thing was, though, I looked at the video that he released, and then I looked at an unedited version of the video to see what he cut from it.
Yeah.
And you can't see who started this fight, but what you do see is you hear a commotion, a little scuffle.
Right.
There's a guy who looks to be about 50-something years old laying face down on the ground facing away from Steven Crowder. He gets up and he attacks Steven Crowder.
Mm-hmm.
And Steven Crowder's story is, this crazy union guy just attacked me. Well, why was he on the ground? Well, I fought him off.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the problem. If you fought him off, why is he on his stomach? Why is he facing away from you?
Right.
The only way that it makes sense for him to be in that position is if he was pushed from behind.
Right.
That's when, if a person falls forward, they were attacked from behind, right?
Right.
Unless Steven Crowder attacked him with such ferocity that he just flipped. Steven just laid him out with this haymaker that spun the guy around like in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, Steven Crowder is full of shit. He pushed this guy from behind because he knew this dude would then get up and confront him, and he wanted footage of him being confronted by a union guy.
Right.
Why else would he have cut that portion of the tape,
Mm-hmm.
if not to conceal that
true.
fact?
That's true.
So I hear, because at this time, me and Steven Crowder are still on the same channel network. We're on the same network.
Yeah.
And the guy, we were on this branch of the network called Polypop.
Mm-hmm.
And I had already been told explicitly that Steven Crowder would never collaborate with me on anything in any way or be on any show that I was on.
Okay.
So he was not happy with me in general. He did not like me. He probably still does not like me.
So wait, so you're saying he told the network that you're on, the specific part of it, that I don't want to collaborate or be in any way, shape, or form associated with?
Right. That was his position.
Wow.
So that was before I made the video.
Oh, that was before?
That was before.
Oh.
So after I made the video, I get a call from the guy that represents both of us, that talks to both of us, and he tells me, just so you know, Steven Crowder is talking about suing you for that video you made.
No way.
And
I think you talked about this on your Joe Rogan appearance, right? A little bit?
Maybe I might have. I don't remember.
Okay.
But yeah, he said he said he was going to sue me. That there was a strong possibility that there was going to be a lawsuit. And about, I don't even remember how much time after that, a few months, maybe a year, I hear that there's been a court case where Steven Crowder was bringing, I don't remember exactly the circumstances of the case. You'd have to look it up. But nearest my recollection, he was, for some reason, the tape was being scrutinized by a judge. That's what's important.
Okay.
Because maybe Steven Crowder was suing someone else who'd misrepresented it, or maybe he was doing something. I don't know what he was doing with it. But the judge looked at the tape and actually came to the same conclusions about it that I did, and said that it did not show him being assaulted without provocation.
Is there any documentation of this?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's
I mean,
easily accessible online.
probably. I mean, they're court records. It should be accessible. But yeah, the judge. I mean, there was news articles about it at the time. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
That it's not like a breaking thing or anything. This is just something that happened that everyone fucking forgot about. But yeah, a judge ruled that his tape didn't show what he said it did, and after that, I obviously wasn't sued because a court had already ruled in my favor, basically, without him ever getting to sue me.
Okay, so you were never even sued. It was just a judge reviewed the tape that he brought up, and they said no, we don't side with you.
Yeah, the judge reviewed the tape for some completely unrelated case, unrelated to me in any way, shape, or form.
Oh.
But yeah, that's why he never did bring the suit. I'm pretty sure. I mean, either that or he just thought that's dumb. Why would I
the
sue
judge,
someone for an opinion?
The judge maybe was because it was like a review. He was reviewing it maybe because of like something to do with the whole union spat the fight that he got into it with.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's what it was.
Maybe I could find the thing.
Now I had also heard you say you can resume with what you see if you find it. But you'd also said on your Joe Rogan.
Okay, you know what it was it was actually here's the story.
Go ahead.
This was actually the trial. Not the trial, but this was the judge deciding not to charge the guy that attacked Steven Crowder in the union video.
Yeah.
That's why the judge reviewed the tape. The judge reviewed the tape to see if there was sufficient evidence against this guy. And this happened, and the judge ruled no. From what I see on the tape, there's not evidence that he attacked without provocation. Okay. So that's what happened.
So in that process, then basically the whole idea of suing you was not going to work, because if he reviewed it already and said that there's clearly some sort of provocation here, then he couldn't win a case against you?
Or at least, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or at least there wasn't enough evidence that there was an attack without provocation. So I don't know if the judge fully came around to my way of thinking about the tape, but he looked at it and said, this tape doesn't show what Steven Crowder purports that it shows.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Now you had also said that you had offered to debate him, and he denied. Is that true?
He didn't deny. He just never responded on any level.
Oh. So you challenged him to debates, but he just never acknowledged you.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, this was back in 2000.
It was like 2012. Oh, 9.
No, 2009, 2010. Oh. I mean, we've known each other for a long time. I mean, we've never met each other or known each other, but we've known of each other for a long time.
And you said that is Lee Doran Steven Crowder's actual brother?
No, Lee Doran's not his brother, but he did have a brother that did respond to me on Twitter. I don't remember what he said.
Oh,
it was not nice. I remember that much.
Okay. Okay.
No, I think that Steven Crowder just had a policy of not engaging with me on any level, which is fair. I definitely have had that policy with certain people before. So if he feels like I'm just that frustrating for him to the point where he doesn't even want to deal with my existence, then whatever. That's fine with me.
How was his channel on YouTube doing in comparison to yours at the time back in 2009?
Oh, he was always a big hit on YouTube. I mean, even before conservatives really started making serious headway in that space. Mm-hmm. Even before that, he was always a big success. And I mean, he's a very talented guy, so he deserves it. He's a good presenter. He's always been able to make things look very professional. He's got a strong commitment to making content. I mean, there's a lot of things I would actually say I admire about him from just a work ethic perspective. But obviously we don't agree on politics, but he's always been big. He had some really big hit videos long before this red wave